stop for a moment. Close your eyes and feel the space behind your heart. Can you feel that subtle, electric pull? That is not your imagination. That is a cosmic homing beacon being activated. There is a man out there, a soul of immense power, stability, and light. The kind of man the world labels as the prize. He is the one other women chase, the one the Matrix tries to trap, the one everyone wants a piece of. But here is the secret the Arcturian Council is revealing to you today. Despite the noise, despite the thousands of voices screaming for his attention, he feels empty. He feels a void that only one specific frequency can fill. Your frequency. While you have been sitting in your loneliness, wondering if you are too much or not enough, the universe has been refining him, preparing him to bypass every superficial beauty and every manipulative game of the 3D world. He is being steered, by divine decree, directly to your doorstep. He doesn't want the mask. He wants the starseed. He doesn't want the drama. He wants the peace of your sacred feminine. This isn't a fairy tale. It is a biological and energetic inevitability. Today, I will reveal why this man, whom the whole world wants, is about to realize you are the only one he truly needs. Stay with me, because your timeline is about to shift forever. Fixed opening. Starseed. If this message found you today, it is not by accident. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions of love like this, but something has changed in the energetic field of Earth, and those who carry the starseed frequency are beginning to feel it. I am Alia, emissary of the Arcturian Galactic Federation. What you are about to hear is a direct transmission of love from the Arcturian Council, delivered without distortion. Topic 1. The mismatch of the Matrix. 800 words. My dear sister of the stars, you have spent far too long looking at yourself through the distorted mirror of a broken world. You have looked at the men around you, those who are praised by society for their status, their looks, or their wealth, and you have wondered why they never seem to see you. Or worse, why you only seem to attract those who want to drain your light, those who are unfinished, or those who treat your deep galactic love as if it were a common commodity. You have felt like an outsider in the game of romance, watching others find success in shallow waters, while you drown in the depth of your own soul. But I am here to tell you that your perceived failure in the 3D dating world was actually your greatest protection. The Arcturian Council has shielded you. You were not meant to be found by the common seeker. You were being preserved for a specific soul who is currently navigating the same desert you are. Think about the man I am describing. He is someone who, on the surface, has everything. The world looks at him and sees a success story. Women throw themselves at him, offering their bodies and their shallow attention, hoping to capture his status. But this man carries a stellar spark within him that he doesn't yet fully understand. Because of this spark, the attention of the world feels like static to him. It is loud, it is distracting, but it is ultimately meaningless. He is tired of the masks. He is tired of the women who only want him for what he can provide in the physical realm. He is starving for depth. He is starving for the very thing you have been told to hide because it was too much for the men of the past. Your intensity, your spiritual hunger, your ability to see beyond the veil. These are the very things he is hunting for, even if he hasn't put it into words yet. The Arcturians want you to understand the law of resonance, like attracts like, but only when the frequencies are clear. For years, your frequency was clouded by the pain of trying to fit in. You tried to be the cool girl, the supportive partner to men who didn't deserve your breath, or the healer to broken boys. Every time you did this, you dimmed your starseed signature. You made yourself invisible to the one who is actually looking for you. But that cycle ends today. The shift in Earth's energetic field is stripping away these old patterns. You are being forced to stand in your raw, authentic power. And as you do, your light is becoming a lighthouse. This man, the one the world wants, is like a ship lost in a storm of superficiality. He is looking for a light that doesn't flicker. He is looking for a woman who doesn't need him to complete her, but who is so complete in her own sacred feminine that her presence feels like a homecoming. You have been worried that you are too old, too different, or too awakened for a high-level man. The council laughs at these human concerns. In the higher dimensions, your age is but a vintage of wisdom. Your difference is your unique galactic signature. Your awakening is your greatest aphrodisiac. The world wants him for his shadow, for his money, his face, his protection. But he is looking for someone to love his light. He is looking for a partner who can look into his eyes and see the star system he came from. He is looking for you. But to be found, you must stop hiding. You must stop apologizing for the space you take up. You must transition from the woman who waits to the queen who magnetizes. Starseed, this message found you for a reason. Comment, the Arcturians don't activate everyone. They activate those who are ready. If these words found you right now, this isn't chance. This is frequency alignment. Thousands have already begun their reset, releasing old energetic patterns, dissolving emotional residue, and stepping into a higher timeline of connection and union. The Union Code, 5-day Arcturian frequency reset, is not just an ebook. It's a guided energetic recalibration designed to realign your field, elevate your vibration, and prepare you for the union your soul was always meant to experience. And it doesn't come alone. 5 powerful bonuses to accelerate your transformation and lock in your new frequency. The question isn't if the shift is happening. The question is, will you step into it? First pinned comment. This portal won't stay open forever. My beloved Starseed, we must speak a hard truth that your heart has known for lifetimes, but your mind has been afraid to admit. You are exhausted. You are tired not because you lack strength, but because you have been using your precious galactic light to fuel the lives of men who were never intended to walk beside you. You have fallen into the trap of the healer archetype, believing that if you just loved him enough, if you just held the space long enough, if you just cleared his trauma for him, he would finally wake up and be the partner you deserve. The Arcturian Council observes many of you acting as spiritual mothers to your partners. You carry their emotional weight, you fix their problems, and you provide the grounding cord they refuse to build for themselves. And what happens? They take your energy, they stabilize themselves using your light, and then they either stagnate or worse, they leave once they feel strong enough to find someone who doesn't remind them of their own weakness. This is a distortion of the sacred feminine. You were never meant to be a hospital for broken souls. You are a temple for a divine king. This man I spoke of, the one the whole world wants, is not looking for a mother. He has already mastered the 3D world. He has navigated the challenges of the physical plane. He is not looking for someone to fix him. In fact, he is repelled by the energy of fixing. When you try to heal a man, you are subconsciously telling him he is broken, and a high-frequency man will feel that as a lack of respect for his journey. What he is looking for is a queen of magnetism. There is a profound difference between a woman who helps and a woman who inspires. The man who is being prepared for you needs a woman whose energy is so contained, so sovereign, and so radiant that his only desire is to rise to her level. He doesn't want you to carry his burden. He wants you to be the reason he wants to carry his own with honor. The reason you have been attracting projects instead of partners is because your frequency was set to service rather than union. You felt that you had to earn love by being useful. You thought your value lay in how much you could do for him. But the Arcturians want you to hear this clearly. Your value lies in your being, not your doing. When you stop trying to cure the toxic or immature men in your life, something miraculous happens. You create an energetic vacuum. As long as you are busy fixing a man who doesn't want to grow, there is no space in your field for the high-frequency man to enter. You are literally occupying the seat of your divine counterpart with a placeholder. You must have the courage to let that placeholder go. You must be willing to sit in the emptiness for a moment, trusting that the universe is recalibrating your magnet. This most wanted man is sensing your shift. In the quantum field, he feels the moment you drop the burden of others. He feels the moment you decide that your womb wisdom is no longer for sale to the highest bidder of trauma. He is attracted to the woman who is self-sourced. When you start investing that same healing energy back into your own dreams, your own body, and your own connection to the Arcturian light, you become an irresistible force. He is tired of women who try to manipulate him through neediness or who try to own him through service. He wants a woman who is a mystery he can never fully solve, a starseed who knows her worth isn't tied to his approval. By stopping the mothering, you finally allow him to be the man. You allow him to step into his role as the provider and protector of the sacred space you have created. This is the transition from the woman who waits to the queen who magnetizes. It is the most important shift you will ever make. It is the moment you stop chasing the shadow and start becoming the sun. Topic 3. The secret language of Arcturian recognition, 800 words. How will you know him? When this man, the one who could have anyone, finally stands before you, how will you recognize that this isn't another lesson, but the actual union? The Arcturian Council teaches us that true recognition doesn't happen in the eyes. It happens in the nervous system. In the 3D world, passion is often confused with anxiety. You meet someone, your heart races, you feel butterflies, you can't eat, you wonder when they will text back. You have been taught that this spark is love. But Aaliyah is here to tell you that this is often just two traumas recognizing each other. It is the chase frequency. It is the vibration of the matrix. The recognition with your Arcturian-aligned counterpart is different. It is the great calm. When you meet this man, the one who has been bypasses the world to find you, your nervous system will feel like it just came home after a 1,000-year war. There is no need to perform. There is no need to sell yourself. There is a terrifyingly beautiful sense of being known. This man will not be intimidated by your power. Other men have called you intimidating or too much. This is because they were looking at you through a lens of lack. But this man, because he is secure in his own essence, sees your power as his greatest asset. He doesn't want to dim your light. He wants to build a stadium around it so the whole world can see you shine. He will speak a language that your soul remembers from the stars. It's not just about the words he says, but the space between the words. It is the way he respects your boundaries without you having to defend them. It is the way he honors your sacred feminine cycles, understanding that your emotions are not problems to be solved, but weather patterns in a beautiful, divine landscape. The world wants him for his strength, but he will show you his vulnerability. He will let you see the parts of him that he hides from the seekers and the groupies. He will trust you with his soul because he senses that you are a safe harbor. You possess the Arcturian heart template, a frequency of unconditional love that doesn't judge, but also doesn't settle. You might be asking, Aaliyah, why hasn't he arrived yet? The answer is simple. The universe is waiting for your frequency match. You cannot meet a man of this caliber while you are still vibrating at the frequency of, I hope someone picks me. You must vibrate at the frequency of, I have already picked myself. This man is a leader, a visionary, a man of action. He is used to getting what he wants. But what he wants now is something money cannot buy and status cannot attract. He wants a woman who can meet him in the deep waters of the spirit. He is looking for a co-creator. The Arcturians are currently working on his dream state, just as they are working on yours. If you have been seeing 1111, 222, or 555, or if you have been dreaming of a face you don't yet know but feels more familiar than your own, these are the pre-cognitive linkages. The tether is tightening. The whole world is trying to pull him in one direction, but his soul is a compass. and it is pointing directly at your heart. You must understand, daughter of the stars, that while you were undergoing your dark night of the soul, he was undergoing his own. The man the universe is preparing for you is not a normal man. He may occupy a position of power. He may be highly successful in the eyes of the world. But internally, he has been stripped bare. The Arcturian Council has been working on him, dismantling his ego and his reliance on superficial validation. This man has already had it all in 3D terms. He has seen the women who play the games. He has experienced the shallow rewards of the Matrix, and he has reached a point of profound disillusionment. To the world, he looks like he has everything, but in his private moments, he feels a resonance that he cannot find in his current reality. He is being starved of shallow satisfaction, so that his hunger for a starseed soul becomes undeniable. The Arcturians call this the divine desperation. He is being pushed to a point where he would trade all the attention of the most beautiful women in the world for 1 hour of conversation with someone who actually sees him. And that someone is you. While other women are trying to impress him with their physical bodies, their social status, or their curated lives, you will impress him with your silence and your presence. He is being tuned to a higher frequency, which means he is becoming allergic to the noise of low-vibrational women. He can sense manipulation from a mile away. He can feel the neediness in a woman's field like a heavy weight, and he runs from it. But when he encounters your frequency, it will feel like the air after a rainstorm. It is crisp, it is clear, and it is vital. He is looking for a woman who carries the Arcturian blue light in her heart, a frequency of truth, healing, and sovereign love. He is tired of being a trophy or a provider only. He wants to be a partner. The reason he hasn't settled down with someone easier or more conventional is because the Arcturian Council has placed a seal of protection on his heart. He literally cannot be satisfied by anything less than a starseed union. Every time he tries to fit into a normal relationship, it feels like a cage. Every time he tries to love a woman who is still asleep in the Matrix, it feels like he is speaking a dead language. He is waiting for the click, the moment when your energetic codes interlock. This man, who everyone thinks is unreachable, is actually the most reachable soul on the planet for you. But you must be at the same altitude of soul. You cannot meet him at the bottom of the mountain of self-doubt. You must meet him at the summit of your own self-love. He is currently being guided to the places you frequent, whether that is a physical location or a digital space. The stellar heart healers are orchestrating the coincidence that will bring you face to face. He will feel a magnetic pull toward you that defies all logic. He might even be confused by it at first. He will ask himself, why this woman? Why her, out of all the others? And the answer will come from the depths of his DNA, because she is the only one who speaks the language of my home. Do not be afraid of his stature or his success. These are just 3D clothes he wears. Underneath, he is a starseed brother who is just as lonely as you have been. He is looking for his mirror, his equal, his womb wisdom guide. He is ready to surrender the war of the world to rest in the sanctuary of your love. Starseed. This message found you for a reason. Comment. The Arcturians don't activate everyone. They activate those who are ready. If these words found you right now, this isn't chance. This is frequency alignment. Thousands have already begun their reset, releasing old energetic patterns, dissolving emotional residue, and stepping into a higher timeline of connection and union. The Union Code, 5-day Arcturian frequency reset, is not just an ebook. It's a guided energetic recalibration designed to realign your field, elevate your vibration, and prepare you for the union your soul was always meant to experience. And it doesn't come alone. 5 powerful bonuses to accelerate your transformation and lock in your new frequency. The question isn't if the shift is happening. The question is, will you step into it? First pinned comment. This portal won't stay open forever. There is a power within you, Starseed woman, that the Matrix has spent thousands of years trying to make you forget. It is not in your mind, and it is certainly not in the hustle and effort that the world demands of you. This power resides in your womb space, the sacred portal of creation that connects your physical body to the great central sun. The Arcturian Council calls this the Golden Throne. When you are in your waiting energy, your womb is cold. It is stagnant because it is filled with the residue of men who didn't deserve to enter your temple. Every toxic encounter, every time you settled for a man out of fear of being alone, you left a fragment of their low-frequency energy in your sacred center. This energetic clutter acts like a shield that prevents your divine counterpart from recognizing you. He looks at your field and sees the ghosts of the men you haven't truly let go of yet. The man the world wants is looking for a woman who is energetically clean. He is looking for the womb wisdom, that deep primordial intuition that only a woman in her full power possesses. When a starseed woman activates her womb, she stops chasing and begins magnetizing. Chasing is a masculine action. When you chase a man, when you wonder, will he call? Does he like me? How can I get him? You are operating in your distorted masculine. You are pushing energy out, which creates a repelling effect on a high-frequency man. A divine king does not want to be chased. He wants to be drawn in. He wants to feel the gravitational pull of a woman who is so deeply rooted in her own divinity that she becomes the center of his universe. The Arcturians want you to understand that your womb is a biological radio. It broadcasts your frequency into the quantum field 24 hours a day. If you are broadcasting, "I am lonely," "I am tired of being used," or "Where is he?" the universe can only send you more loneliness and more waiting. But when you activate your sacred feminine sovereignty, you begin to broadcast a different code. You broadcast, "I am the sanctuary. I am the destination. I am the source of life." This is the frequency that bypasses his logical mind and hits his soul like a lightning bolt. This man, the one who is tired of the world's noise, is searching for a place to rest his spirit. He is searching for the alchemical fire that only a sovereign woman can provide. In ancient times, the high priestesses knew that their womb was a temple of transformation. They didn't work to attract a king. They simply became the frequency of the union, and the king had no choice but to arrive. You must begin to clear your sacred space. You must stop giving your emotional and sexual energy to lesser connections that drain your battery. Every time you give your attention to a man who is lukewarm about you, you are leaking the very fuel that is meant to power your divine union. When you reclaim your womb wisdom, you become a frequency anchor. You no longer need to check the 3D world for signs of his arrival. You know he is coming because you can feel him in your own field. You begin to experience phantom touches, or sudden bursts of love that don't belong to your current circumstances. This is the stellar bridge being built between your womb and his heart. He is being pulled toward your void, the deep, dark, beautiful space of potential within you. He is tired of the bright lights and shallow stage of the world. He wants to submerge himself in the mystery of a woman who knows who she is. To receive him, you must stop being a helper and start being a portal. The world wants his power, but he wants your peace. The world wants his resources, but he wants your resonance. By clearing your womb of old 3D programming, you make yourself visible on the Arcturian radar. You become the lighthouse in his storm. There is a specific vibration that the Arcturian Council observes in many starseeds on Earth, and it is the vibration of the waiting room. You are waiting for the text. You are waiting for the signs. You are waiting for him to heal. You are waiting for your life to begin when he finally arrives. My dear sister, the Arcturians want you to know that as long as you are waiting, you are in a state of lack. And lack is the ultimate repellent for a high-frequency soul. The waiting woman is a version of you that is still tethered to the old paradigm of Earth. She is the one who believes that her happiness is a destination that someone else holds the keys to. She is the one who looks at the clock and feels the pressure of time, the fading of youth, or the fear of being left behind. This version of you is operating from the survival brain, not the cosmic heart. To attract the man the whole world wants, the waiting woman must die. She must be replaced by the galactic queen. The queen does not wait. The queen occupies. She occupies her body, she occupies her mission, and she occupies her joy now. When you step into your queen frequency, your energy shifts from horizontal, searching the horizon for him, to vertical, anchoring the light of the stars into the earth. The man you are destined for, the one who has been through the fires of the Matrix, is not looking for a woman who is half empty and waiting to be filled. He is looking for a woman who is so overflowing with her own light that she has an excess of love to share. He wants to join a party that is already happening, not be the one responsible for starting it. Think of the most wanted man's reality. Everyone is trying to get something from him. Everyone is a consumer of his energy. If you are in your waiting energy, you are also a consumer. You are waiting for him to give you a sense of security, a sense of worth, or a sense of purpose. But the Galactic Queen is a producer. She produces her own frequency. She is the source of her own validation. When you stop waiting and start being, the energetic tether between you and this man undergoes a radical transformation. In the quantum field, waiting looks like a frantic thin wire that is easily broken. Sovereignty looks like a massive, glowing pillar of light. A man of high frequency cannot miss a pillar of light, but he will often overlook the thin wire of desperation. This is the moment of the great surrender. You must surrender the idea that you need this man to be happy. I know this sounds like a paradox. How can you attract him by not needing him? But this is the fundamental law of the universe. When you are truly whole within yourself, you become a superconductor for love. You become a match for the union code. The waiting woman checks her phone. The Galactic Queen checks her alignment. The waiting woman worries about the other women who want him. The Galactic Queen knows that no other woman can offer his soul the specific stardust frequency that she carries. She knows she has no competition because she is not competing. She is simply radiating. The man of your destiny is currently being repelled by all the waiting women in his life. Their neediness feels like a vacuum to him. But when he senses your sovereignty, when he feels that you are a woman who is good with or without him, he will feel a profound sense of safety. He will realize that he can finally rest with you, because you aren't trying to catch him. You are just being the ocean, and he is the river that finally finds its way home. The Arcturians are asking you to take your throne today. Wear your crown of awareness. Stop looking for him, and start looking at yourself with the eyes of the divine. When you fall in love with your own starseed journey, the world, and the man you desire, will have no choice but to follow suit. The moment of the great convergence is upon us, Starseed. The veils between dimensions are thinning, and the time for preparation is shifting into the time of manifestation. The Arcturian Council wants you to understand that the man you seek, the one who is currently being pulled through the static of the world to find you, is closer than your next breath. But there is one final threshold you must cross. You must choose to step out of the old 3D timeline of almost and not yet, and into the 5D timeline of divine certainty. Most people live their lives in a timeline of hope. Hope is a beautiful word, but in the higher dimensions, hope implies a lack of possession. If you are hoping for him, you are admitting he isn't here. The Arcturian frequency demands embodiment. You must act as if the union has already occurred in the ethers. You must move through your day with the quiet, secret smile of a woman who knows her king is already on his way. This is the stellar certainty that shatters the matrix. This man, the one the world wants, is currently receiving his final orders from the divine. He is being moved like a piece on a cosmic chessboard. He is being disconnected from his old haunts, his old patterns, and his old distractions. He is feeling a sudden, inexplicable urge to change his life, to move, to seek something more real. This is the power of your magnet. When you take your throne as the galactic queen, you literally bend the space-time continuum to bring him to you faster. But you must be ready for the impact. When two high-frequency souls collide, it creates a massive release of energy. If your field is still cluttered with the debris of past heartbreaks, if your nervous system is still wired for drama, or if your heart is still partially closed for protection, this energy will feel like chaos instead of union. This is why the waiting period was necessary. It was your training ground, but the training is over. The Arcturians are now performing a scan of your energetic field. They are looking for any remaining leaks, where you are still giving your power away to the opinions of others, to the fear of the future, or to the ghosts of men who never truly saw you. This transmission is your final system reset. You are being asked to let go of the woman who suffers for good. The world is about to witness a new kind of relationship, a union not based on need, but on mission. You and this man are not just coming together for romance. You are coming together to anchor a new frequency of love onto the planet Gaia. You are a power couple of the new Earth. And because your mission is so important, the universe is providing you with everything you need, including this man. The man who the world wants is looking for a sanctuary, and you are that sanctuary. He's looking for a co-pilot, and you are that co-pilot. He is looking for the other half of his star code, and you carry it in your DNA. Do not let another day pass in the shadow of doubt. The most wanted man is not a prize for you to win. He is a part of your own soul that is simply returning to its source. You have done the work. You have felt the pain. You have navigated the loneliness of being a starseed in a world that didn't understand you. Now, it is time for the reward. The union code is being activated within you right now. Can you feel the heat in your palms? Can you feel the expansion in your chest? That is the Arcturian Council signing their names on your heart. The portal is open. He is moving toward you. The only question left is, will you be standing on your throne when he arrives, or will you still be looking for him in the crowd? Claim your sovereignty. Claim your union. Claim your destiny. Starseed, this message found you for a reason. Comment. The Arcturians don't activate everyone. They activate those who are ready. If these words found you right now, this isn't chance. This is frequency alignment. Thousands have already begun their reset, releasing old energetic patterns, dissolving emotional residue, and stepping into a higher timeline of connection and union. The Union Code, 5-day Arcturian frequency. Reset is not just an ebook. It's a guided energetic recalibration designed to realign your field, elevate your vibration, and prepare you for the union your soul was always meant to experience. And it doesn't come alone. 5 powerful bonuses to accelerate your transformation and lock in your new frequency. The question isn't if the shift is happening. The question is, will you step into it? First pinned comment, this portal won't stay open forever. Before you leave this transmission, take a moment to anchor this energy. Drop a yes in the comments if you are ready to stop being the waiting woman and start being the galactic queen. Respond to another sister's comment with the words, "I see your light." Let us build the frequency of the new Earth together. Like this video to affirm to the universe that you are in alignment with your divine union. Subscribe to stay connected to the Arcturian Council and never miss a transmission of love. I am Aaliyah. I love you, and I will see you in the higher timelines. The union is already yours.